Still sitting in a truck seat that's older than your favorite pair of work boots? Your back has been filing complaints for years. If your seat is worn out, sagging, or just plain uncomfortable, it's time for an upgrade. Head on over to seatspecialist.com. Check out their selection of quality replacement seats built to keep you comfortable mile after mile. And don't forget to use promo code TR104U to save 10% on your order. Seatspecialist.com, because a better ride starts with a better seat.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to That's Delivered, the podcast where it keeps you rolling on the real stories from the road and beyond. I'm your host, Truckin' Ray, and as always, I'm joined by main man, Matty G. This episode is packed where we're talking about massive fires at Texas truck stop. We also got an overnight parking getting banned in San Antonio. A sober driver getting, he's being put out of service over unopened beers. And a prefab home that's colliding with an overpass. So we do have some things set up here for you to get some news and also entertainment. There's a lot of tunnel crash where we're going to break down, and also proposal of load trucks into trains through Colorado mountains. So buckle up. It's another episode of That's Delivered. Welcome back to the show, Matty G. How's it going, man?
Going good, Mr. Truckin' Ray. How about you?
All right, man. Glad to have you back on the show. Got some exciting topics to talk about. A few things that we want to highlight, is keep it safe out there on the road, but yet, also be aware of the conditions that are out there. Fire is a big thing right now in Texas because of the truck stop. What do you think about this truck stop fire? I mean, man, that's a big deal there. I mean, you need a truck stop and then it catches on fire. I mean, that's dangerous.
I don't know. Tell me a little bit about it.
All right. Not much to play. It looks terrible. Hold on, let me add this in here. There it is.
Holy cow.
Do that again, huh?
That had to be, what kind of truck stop was that? TNA. Dang. The only thing that this story's missing is some real truck driver. Man, I was in my cab, and all of a sudden I started smelling smoke. I couldn't believe it. I came out, it was everywhere. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. That's what they need. Some good old real hillbilly come out doing the commentating. Man, there was fire trucks everywhere. I mean,
Yeah.
them fires were higher than a giraffe's ass. That'd be a little much.
Yeah, that's a lot. It's pretty intense. Burned it to the ground. It's a Flying J. They showed the sign on that one. So, man.
Well, I'm assuming some trucks got damaged, right? The heat probably so intense. I mean, melting tires, airlines.
Well, what do you think the first thing you would grab if you had to get out of the way, or would you try to move the truck, or what would you try to do?
I'd drop my keys, get the hell out of there.
You're in the bathroom trying to get out of there.
First thing I grab out of the bathroom is toilet paper. I'm getting out of there.
What's something drivers can do to prepare for emergencies like this? What do you think? What should we tell them?
Well, we've touched on this before, urban driving. There is nothing in the handbook, as crazy as the world is getting, everything's getting crazy. I mean, driving is getting crazy, weather. I'm sure years ago, the only thing you had to really worry about as a truck driver is a tornado. I mean, you can't really carry anything with you for that. But I mean, what do you carry? I mean, a fire blanket, a heat retardant blanket. I guess that's not that bad of an idea.
Yeah, you never know. You might have to help somebody out in need. You got your fire extinguisher there. You have to hold somebody down with that.
But I mean, pretty soon you're going to have to have a trailer to carry all the stuff you need to carry.
Yeah, a roller bag.
Yeah.
Bag with the wheels on it.
They think I'm a pilot.
For your 18-wheeler.
Yeah, don't worry about that. That's just my trucking bag.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's
I don't know.
I carry a lot.
Yeah, I think, I'm kind of one of those guys that I go through the bag every once in a while, and I'm like, when's the last time I used this? Have I ever came in a scenario where I needed to use it? And then I'm just getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Now going over the road, that's a little different. I mean, you're at the mercy. we got, see some potential somebody coming to save us. I mean, you're out there by yourself. I mean, you got to really have everything.
Yeah. They got a lot more cubby holes in the sleepers versus the day cabs. Day cabs is going to be a little more, you're going to be more restricted what you have in there. So you got less cubby holes and stuff. So yeah, the sleepers are going to be the way to go. So you can pack some stuff in there. Maybe you need to help somebody out and need, those fire extinguishers, make sure they're good to go for fires. Yeah. And the blanket, that ain't a bad idea.
I'll tell you right now, that fire extinguisher ain't going to do none of that little fire that you just showed.
Not one bit.
I mean, and there also has to be a point when you're retrieving, I mean, you're not, some of these fires, you might be adding an accelerant, whether it's a chemical fire, certain types of things, the old grease fire, people dump water on it.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, that's, so call the professionals. That's my advice.
Call the professionals.
Run like hell and call the professionals.
All right. So next one is San Antonio hit the news. They made some changes. They banned overnight truck parking. Right now, the country's dealing with a lot of parking issues. And here you have a city that's clamping down. They're saying that they don't want trucks to park. They're not allowed in San Antonio overnight. Looks like they put in the amendment. So semi-parking has already been prohibited on residential streets, but the amendment will also ban semi-trucks from parking within 1,000 feet of residential areas. So between the hours of midnight and 6. Amendment allows exemptions for semi-trucks hauling, unloading, or making emergency repairs. So you just can't leave your bobtail by your house in the city of San Antonio. So it looks like there's $35 to a $500 fine for violating.
Yeah, I mean, you should be able to. I don't know. That's kind of a. I get the people. You got some of these truck drivers that are absolute slops. I get if you're doing all that, leaving the trash behind. But I mean, if you're coming home and you need a place to park, I mean, you're paying taxes anyway because you live in that neighborhood. You should be able to, within reason of not, necessarily ripping up the asphalt and doing all that. I mean, that's a little much.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah, they don't want you to do nothing. They happy when they ain't happy when you ain't working, and then they happy when you are working if you're driving a truck.
Ain't that for real? I mean, you got this guy here. He got hit in California. Looks like he had some beer bottles in the fridge. Has some Coronas, and looks like they put him out of service. So they say he can't drive. They text drivers out of service to the CFR. So Title 49, Part 392.5A3. No driver shall be on duty or operate a commercial motor vehicle while the driver possesses wine.
Can't have any alcohol in the cab. I mean,
I can't even read that.
I don't know why that's such a. I don't get why the rule is there if you're not drinking. But you also, and this is one thing that we have got away from as people. The rules are just sometimes the rules. Yeah. I mean, the rule is you can't have no alcohol in the cab. It doesn't say you can't have no alcohol if you're wearing red pajamas. You can't have no alcohol if you're sober, but you got it open and you're bringing it to your wife. You just can't have no alcohol at all. Well, when I went to truck driving school, I know the rule was no liquor in the cab.
See what we got here. We got some share the screen stuff again here. We got that.
This reminds me like of the Jay Leno show when he used to pull up when he had the goofy hat on, and then he pull up the cards with some like weird stuff on it. And
they got some crazy comments here. Must have been a slow day. This is bull. Defund CHP. Boycott Cali. Wow. They were not in the cab.
Where are these from?
They were in his house because the berth is the house. This was an illegal search. The Fourth Amendment right violation. Hearing glass clink inside of the sleeper berth does not constitute probable cause. Oh man, they just own it. Look at that thing. You like that?
Yeah, I just what is that? The picture of the sleeper? Oh my
That's the
God,
berth.
is
That's
that?
the fridge in there.
It kind of looked a little nasty.
That's that life, man.
Ah, don't
Huh?
hit me up with that. Said,
That's
well, he looks like he's doing a little more than just a couple drinks.
why you like them bricks at the bottom?
Bricks, God, I don't know why, but I started to think all white bricks.
Yeah. They
Yo,
make soap bars, huh?
Them Yo Gottis. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if the rule is the rule, I'm not arguing the fact that I agree with the rule. The rule is the rule. I mean, it's just the rule. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, you got caught with liquor in the cab, and so now they're arguing the fact that it was an illegal search, huh? So why did he get searched? They're always missing a.
During an inspection. Yeah, it was an inspection of an overweight violation. So he done messed up on that. And then, oh my God. Yeah, so it was during the inspection of an overweight violation, or inspectors heard the glass clinking noise coming up from within the cab. So, he's shaking the cab and the bottles are clinking. So, by 4 officers, 4 empty and 3 unopened bottles of beer were found within the vehicle. So it says 4 empty, 3 unopened. So 7-pack. I didn't know they sold them 7-packs.
So I don't know. I just some things ain't right, but you got caught with some liquor in the car and you ain't supposed to have it. I don't know.
I like it. All right, the next one is truck hauling a prefab home hits the overpass, pilot vehicle damaged. So you know how they got that pilot vehicle going out in front of them and kind of checking things out. Should have let them know about the overpass, I guess, but
Should have. That's his
yeah.
job. I hope he got fired. The other guy shouldn't have got fired.
The Canadian police are investigating an overpass strike that occurred on Highway 99 on Wednesday. No. Says the pilot vehicle that was following the tractor was damaged when the overhead load of the lumber fell off the trailer and hit the pilot's vehicle and hit the windshield. The tractor trailer stopped at the scene. The driver and the company involved will be investigated. So they didn't keep going, You should always report your accidents.
I mean, I this is a pretty preventable situation that this guy just ran into, though. I mean, he literally has one job, and it's to watch to make sure that this guy can get through there. And
well,
I mean, they got. Oh, he wasn't in front?
No, he was behind him. I don't know why. What are you doing behind the guy?
Maybe he's dyslexic.
Got it backwards.
Well, well, then he should still be fired.
Yeah.
He had one job.
He didn't get injured, though. They don't show any. There's no video on that one. So he's good to go. He can do it again. Let's see what happens next time.
We worked at other places where people hit bridges and stuff. I think there's a little lackluster that comes with doing that. I mean, I mean, you're not paying attention. You're lackluster. I mean, the one that comes to mind is the one over in St. Paul, that bridge over in Como there. I don't know how many times that's been hit. Yeah, I just don't. God forbid. I hope that never happens to me. You have to not be paying attention.
Have you ever had an escort vehicle drop the ball on your load?
No. I guess that's like that. Like, say you're driving and you got bad tabs and your buddy's following you, and all of a sudden your buddy takes off on you, and now you're exposed and the police. That's
yeah, he's supposed to stay behind you. Come on, man.
That's about the only escorting I know. And man, you're supposed to follow me home, man. You let me out to dry.
Oh, they're asking the question: should there be more training and accountability for escort vehicles? Because sometimes they're hired, to help out, like a lumper. They're kind of hired to help you get the job done.
So there should be some type of standard versus some guy just picking up the truck that day and driving that. Oh, I'm going to be a spotter.
There.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. You know I'm there. Yeah, I'm right behind you. Yeah, if you see a bridge, just I don't know. Yeah, you definitely. I don't think you want to be behind the guy all the time.
I see. I see
in front.
Well, maybe he took it. The definition of spotter is like watching him. Like he's Like he thought he's supposed to watch the load. Like,
Like,
oh
you
man,
go ahead of the truck to let
yeah,
them know if you're. Uh,
yeah. But some of that has to go on the truck driver's fault too, saying, "Hey, bro, you're supposed to be in front of me."
yeah, yeah.
Hey, you know what they like to say? He's the professional.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's always the driver's fault. How about that one? How did we mess that up? Maybe it was a Prius.
Oh my God! I want to say that I've seen a Prius spotter before.
They didn't have to fill up.
They're down for the long haul.
Yeah, they down for the long. They down for a lot of stuff.
Yeah, nothing I want anything to do with.
Yeah, it's that window in the back, like that hatchback window. They can yell. They can throw signs up in the back window, and you can see them.
It's dicey.
Yeah. All right, and we got a Green River tunnel crash, where by a spin out pickup, not a trucker, just a pickup truck. Got something for you here. Maybe we can watch this one.
SB says a pickup losing control on ice is what caused this deadly tunnel fire in Green River, Wyoming on Valentine's Day. The preliminary investigation says a pickup drove out of the tunnel and spun, hitting a guardrail. Other cars on their way out of the tunnel, well, they swerved to avoid the pickup, including a tractor trailer that jackknifed and blocked both lanes of traffic. You can imagine that caused a chain reaction, and all the cars hitting each other then sparked the fire. 3 people
Man, it looks like a war zone.
In the crash, one in the tractor trailer, then from the fire. 20 other people were hurt. We've been following that closely for the past month or so. We'll continue to with more details.
So you mean to tell me they had people going in 2 directions in that little old tunnel?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, got me, man.
Gosh,
that doesn't look good at all.
Yeah.
And then people died.
Man, it looked like a crappy tunnel to begin with.
Yeah, that's bad, man. Respect your career. Respect your job. Respect your life. I mean, there's families out there that you got to be careful when you're on the road, man. Those families are hurting now. They're not with their loved ones, or they're missing. And it's because that pickup truck, driving on ice, lost control.
How do you get ice in a tunnel?
Yeah, dripping from the
top.
Yeah. Right as they come out, he must have spun out and hit the exit part of it, and then the semi truck jackknife trying not to hit him. That might be a good time to just keep going. Don't jackknife in there, trying to swerve and stuff.
It's I know what to say, what to do, and what to say are 2 different things. I mean, that's like, that's like the old deer coming at you.
Yeah, don't swerve.
It's you gotta focus not to swerve.
Yeah, or you can't be on the phone.
Yeah.
Going through the tunnel, and you think, it's the time to relax. It might not be the time to relax. I mean, that looked terrible. Me looking at tunnel, the footage they got on that, it's like.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to make jokes about that, but looking at that tunnel just made me want some barbecue. Because it was dark. I was like, man, it looks charred up in there.
Man, right there. That's the barbecue man talking. We're going to have an episode with you barbecuing while we do this. Folks like some good barbecue.
When I barbecue, I eat.
Yeah.
I'll be eating.
Yeah, that's okay. So
well, I'm sorry for those people that lost their loved ones.
Terrible. Yeah. Hope that none of us are involved in that or have any issues in the tunnel. I mean, like you said, you can say what you should do or how you should handle it, but when you're in that situation, you just don't know, man. He thought he could clear it. Probably he or she was trying to get out of the tunnel, but that didn't happen. So you got a semi blocking the whole tunnel. Not good. Well,
what else we got?
So it says proposal to load trucks into trains through Colorado's I-70 mountain corridor.
The I-70 can become such a nightmare in the wintertime. So many trucks that lose traction and get stuck heading through the highest parts of the Rockies. CDOT has tried chain laws and expensive tickets, but say that we still see way too many traffic jams and closures that can last hours. Tonight, the problem solvers are looking at a new proposal to get more trucks off I-70 in the winter.
Yeah, what if we put those trucks on trains? This is a picture of how they do it in the high mountain passes of the Austrian Alps, and now it's a real proposal here in Colorado. Rachel Sauer live with what she's learned about all this tonight. Rachel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Jeremy and Christine, well, many people have been there on a busy Saturday during a high ski season or even after a bad crash. But one Amtrak conductor says that he has a plan that will not only reduce this congestion, but also save Colorado some money as well.
After 30 years with Amtrak, Brad Swartzwelter is now retired. But not only is he still thinking about trains.
It's this incurable illness that a lot of us have.
He's thinking about ways to use them to improve people's lives.
Our biggest problem in the state of Colorado, I think, by far, is congestion on Interstate 70.
He says every time there's a stoppage on I-70 into the mountains, it costs Colorado nearly $2 million an hour, a number confirmed by the state in a recent analysis, which is why he has a plan. And it follows a model in Austria called the rolling road.
Truckers just drive right onto flatbed train cars at a specialized terminal, leave the cab connected, climb into a passenger car where they can get Department of Transportation authorized rest.
He says this will reduce the number of trucks on the interstate from Aurora to Grand Junction, reducing congestion while also reducing emissions.
The train uses about 1/10 of the fuel per ton that the trucks use.
Swartzwelter says he understands there may be questions about the logistics, and Greg Fulton, president of the Colorado Motor Carriers Association, says he is especially concerned about the cost.
And even though you might get a fuel savings and costs like that, it's going to be significantly greater.
He also says the big rigs making the more than 300-mile trip from Aurora to Grand Junction or beyond are not enough to contribute to all the congestion on I-70.
We're a very small percentage of the overall traffic.
Swartzwelter says he welcomes the questions and understands the cost aspect to this.
I have no problem going to the taxpayers of the state of Colorado to ask them if this is a good idea or not.
But he hopes it'll pay off in the long run.
It's got to be something that does more than just economic sense. It has to make societal sense. I think this does both.
Yeah, this is very much an idea, and he's encouraging people to continue to ask questions and have discussions about it to see if this really is a viable solution for the I-70 corridor. Live in Jefferson County, Rachel Sauer, Fox 31.
Rachel, thank you.
It's amazing.
You like that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Why,
I don't know. Them trains, they derail too, They derail a lot. More than people know. You going to be on the train when it derail?
Well, now we're just...
Trading one problem for another.
Well, in theory, I bet you there's a lot more car accidents than there is trail derailments. A train derailment, by definition, could be also extremely minute. It doesn't necessarily mean catastrophic. I think it's a good idea. I thought it was funny. It wasn't funny, but the fact that the dude said our biggest problem by far is traffic. I said, wow, he's living in a good place.
$2 million an hour.
What do you mean, to run that thing? Oh, that they're losing.
No, there's far more car accidents than train derailments. Car accidents over 6 million reported annually. Train derailments are 1,000. But the other guy that he said that there's still going to be some congestion. There's still going to be accidents. It's not going to just take away the congestion by getting the trucks off the road. But you never know. I mean, when I pull over to go through the weigh scale, and you look, you take a look over there and you see that all the cars running free. Like, you wish you were over there, and it does look less congested when we get off the road. So he's got a point. If we go off on a weigh scale exit and we get in line and we can just roll right onto a train, ideally that looks great. And, on paper that looks amazing, but in reality, I mean, that sounds like a backup right there.
You'd have to look at the logistics there of how many they're doing, the terrain versus that terrain. But also, I've even thought a little further than just the congestion. I mean, how many catastrophic accidents are occurring each year with these, accidents in the hills with semi-trucks, not only to semi-truck drivers, but to regular pedestrians that are in their vehicles. I mean, I think it frees up a lot.
Yeah, I think they might be onto something, because those mountains are no joke. You got to know how to drive in them.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, how many people do you got to lose until they start doing stuff like that?
Oh, they're probably 10 years out on this plan anyway. They got to build it.
I remember a few years ago, there was so many car accidents on this particular road, and until so many people died, that's when they put the barrier in there.
Yeah, people die. And they don't want it to be in vain, so they just got to figure out how many they need to die before they take it serious. That's terrible.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Yeah, it sounds real bad. And you hope that it's not you. They don't know anybody you know. I mean, we just hope it ain't anybody at all.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
yeah, that's
I
pretty.
know when I was growing up, they had these intersections that were terrible, and then they would wait for people to, some fatalities, and then they would put a stoplight there.
Yeah, we gotta have 6 people die here before we put a stoplight in here.
Yeah, but stoplights too can be dangerous too, I guess.
Oh, Mabel was the 6th one. We gotta put the stoplight in there. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah, so we got to keep trying to do better. Do better on the road. You got to think about, everybody's life matters. And you got to think about when you're out on the road, you got to take it serious. You don't want to be hitting bridges. You at the truck stop, fire, look out for each other. See that grease popping, you got to turn it down. You don't want to have it popping so high that it set the whole place on fire. That Denny's, man, they probably pumping out the orders.
Yeah.
Huh?
Now I want some chicken. You said grease popping.
Yeah, they was trying to get their orders done, man.
Yeah. Maybe they were going belly up with the price of eggs. Belly up. Yeah, I think that's probably what happened.
The eggs set it off.
Let's burn this joker down. We losing all of our money in eggs. Denny was the one. I think they just raised their price because of eggs.
Really? Cutting into margins.
Yeah, man, you messing my eggs.
Yeah.
I know you're a breakfast guy. You're probably really feeling it now, boy.
Yeah. Well, I already had my breakfast before I came on.
I know, but still, the price of eggs, man, that's going up in, because eggs is going in everything. You like your French toast. You gotta have your egg.
I'm gonna buy it. That's like air, man. You gotta have the eggs, man. I ain't playing around with that.
There's a couple of things I cut back on, but eggs ain't one of them.
Ain't one of them. Yeah. I look at it. They're bringing on. What if they get up to $15? Don't say nothing like that, huh? Yeah. Each egg is $1. That's what they're going for.
Yeah, but if they keep going up in price, I'm gonna turn into the Nino Brown of eggs, man. I'm gonna be bagging up eggs. You're gonna see me standing on the block in Farmtown, boy, with a duffel bag. Call me duffel bag egg boy.
Duffel bag, yeah. I mean, maybe they're trying to get to $1 an egg. One egg is $1.
2 for $75. They're trying to get rid of Bitcoin. Is that what you're saying? They want the eggs to kick over Bitcoin.
That's what they should do is come up with an egg coin.
Ooh, we might be onto something. We could give $1 million worth of game for free.
They probably already got that. There's so many coins out there, it's insane. All right. Well, man, that's pretty much all I got for today. Keeping it with the trucking news. We're just trying to make light of the situations out there. We know it can be difficult out there on the road. There's some serious stuff we're dealing with. I mean, that's a lot of money that's being spent. A lot of lives that have lost on the road. It is a serious deal. What we can do is we can talk about it and try to find ways that we can prevent some of this stuff. But in the meantime, we got to just raise awareness that, hey, we got to be safe out there, So what are you going to say for people out there, man? You got people hitting the bridges, you got fires, you got to look out for everybody when you're out there on the road. Like I said, Denny's is cooking it up, and things happen.
Got to pay attention. Just got to pay attention.
And distracted driving is it's a huge part of it. I mean, that it tears into most of all these things. That tunnel crash, the train helping out with the congestion in the area where that's the worst thing they got. They ain't got nothing else. You got to pay attention.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're ever gonna get back to that. Back in the day, the only distracted driving was the lady putting on her makeup and maybe spilling some coffee on you while you was rolling.
Yeah, or dancing with your music. Well, that was a sandwich, though, man. People were eating sandwiches while they were driving manual transmissions.
Oh yeah, that's how you got. Everybody got to learn how to drive with their knee. I mean, you got to learn to steer drive with the knee, man.
What about soup?
Yeah, soup. I don't know if soup's a drivable unless you got a sippy cup.
Yeah, please don't use soup.
There's certain things you can't drive and eat.
Yeah, it's just.
Well, I'm not saying you should technically drive and eat with anything, but like a sloppy Joe, you can't have a sloppy Joe and be behind the wheel, bro.
Unless you don't mind having a little something on your chest area and your lap.
Man, you would look like you ate somebody if you got pulled over, man. You'd have stuff all down your face.
Right?
Yeah, I guess, unless you don't mind.
Yes, you don't mind.
Let you put in. How about this? Put in a smoothie cup. She get a
A
shake cup.
smoothie cup.
Get one of them protein shake cups, man. Blend up your
Oh
little
yeah, a blender
yeah,
ball.
a blender ball.
They got that wide opening for you.
Sloppy Joe.
Blend it up. Wow.
That'd be hilarious, man. What you got in there? Yeah, this is manwich, man. I got the manwich up in it.
You see him just shaking it.
Oh yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, get some onions in there.
Well, it's one episode of That's Delivered. I want to put a big thanks out to you, Matty G, for getting on the show. I appreciate you riding along with us, man. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show, get your viewpoint on things, and also share that with the listeners. A lot of people had a lot of requests for the Matty G show, so I want to get that out there with Truck and Ray. If you got any thoughts or any stories you want us to talk about for Trucking Show, just send us a text, send us a message, send us a comment, and we'll check it out. Don't forget to follow. You can leave ratings. We like ratings too. Good ones always.
Yeah, ratings.
So yeah,
ideas of topics.
Yep. So you can share this episode with your friends. The struggle's real. I want to keep getting the word out there about That's Delivered. We also got a way that you can support the show on patreon.com /Truck and Ray. So we're always looking for support out there. Yeah, I mean, just listen to the show. We think that's perfect as well. It helps our ratings, so we appreciate that. So, man, so yeah, we're gonna sign off. Anything else you want to let the listeners know?
Be good, be kind.
Oh,
That's delivered.
Yeah, I like that. Be kind.
A lot of people out there struggling on that one.
They don't know how to do it, especially on social media. It's rough. How do they want to say it, and they just, all right, I'm gonna type it in. Yeah. So until next time, let's keep turning it. Keep your mind sharp. Whatever you need to do, stay alert out there on the road. Get your sleep. I know that's a struggle for a lot of us, and we'll see you next time. Holla.
Are you a trucker looking for a safe and reliable place to park? Look no further than Truck Parking Club. With locations across the country, we've got the perfect spot waiting for you, whether it's daily or long-term parking. And right now, use promo code DELIVERED at checkout for an exclusive discount. Reserve your spot today at truckparkingclub.com and drive stress-free, knowing your parking is covered.